This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Feels like the 30th time, but I'm delighted today to be joined with a victorious Harlem Eubank. A gritty win out there, I'd say. You know, dropped him many times, couldn't get him out of there, but must feel very happy with that performance.
Yeah, definitely. You know, with the whole situation, last minute replacement, you know, he was tough. He took the shots to the head, hurt him multiple times to the body, and yeah, he stayed in there for 10. You got to give full credit to him for staying in there and you know, taking them shots for 10 rounds. And yeah, a solid test for me to overcome to you know, shake off the cobwebs and hit the ground running in 2023.
Absolutely. How do you sort of deal with all those problems of, you know, last minute opponent, then he sort of weighs in almost, you know, a lot heavier than you are, almost about 7 pounds heavier, which people didn't really realise. How do you sort of deal with all these sorts of things going into a fight, you know? You know, fights are tough enough, let alone having all this added pressure.
Just trying to remain focused, and a lot of the stuff's out of my hands. You know, we had 24 hours, you know, to find a replacement, and you know, he came over game to you know, try and upset the odds, and I have to you know, like I say, remain focused and keep all the other stuff out of my head, the weight, all this, you know, going on last minute, and you know, putting a performance, and that's what I done tonight against a good game, tough opposition. You know, he was taking the shots well to the head. But I was hurting him multiple times to the body, and yeah, he went down twice and toughed it out till the 10th round. You've got to give him his respect and his credit.
Absolutely. Is there a lot you can sort of learn from fights like this where, you know, not all 10 rounds it didn't really go your way, you know, it was sort of a bit of a clean sweep on the scorecards, but, you know, a lot of times maybe the sort of a bit of the time in the fight didn't go your way, but there's a lot you can learn on it, that he was very game, very tough. Even though you put him down, he still come forward. Is there so much that you can sort of learn to that fight? You said, you know, give all credit to him.
Oh, definitely. You know, he came to bring it. He came to bring the fire. He pressed. You know, he had little glimpses of success, but I believe that I dominated most of the rounds. You know, even though he had his little you know, spurts of flurries, you know, I continued to hurt him, you know, after he landed those shots, and yeah, continued to dominate him through the rounds, in my opinion.
Do you feel like this whole, you know, even just today making this walk is a sort of testament to your sort of character, where Calo even said up there, you know, you could have pulled the fight, but you chose to take a guy on 24 hours notice, who was game, who was tough, who was going to come to fight. You still chose that, took that opportunity. Yeah,
I'm a fighter. I want to fight. This is where I want to be, and I want to take on these challenges. You know, I'm not getting fights where it's just walkovers. These guys are, you know, South American guys that are tough, and you know, rarely get taken out in a few rounds. These guys come to fight, come to bring it, and that's exactly what he done. And he was very tough in there. So yeah, credit to him. He took some big shots, and you got to give him his respect for that.
So Callis said sort of there that he felt like you were ready for the British title. Dalton Smith sort of has that. Is that what you think's next for you?
I think it could be. I want that you know, I think that Dalton Smith fight's a massive fight. You know, I think he's one of the best prospects coming up, and I believe that I'm one of the best as well. So I think that, you know, we are gonna meet this year. I believe that, and you know, I'll be confident in that clash, and you know, I think it'd be a great one for the fans to get behind, and you know, I think our styles would make for a great fight.
Well, Harlem, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, but I honestly really appreciate your time. Thank you, and yeah, it's been good to chat to you all about the many interviews you've done for this fight. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers.